What is up, everyone? Kickin' Tiger here. Today we're going to do a tutorial for Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout on the Nintendo Switch. We're going to take a look at the UI, some of the different currencies and what those are used for, as well as the controls, some tips and tricks, and a few other things. So if you find this video helpful, definitely subscribe to my channel, and let's go! Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout is a 60-person battle royale that is nothing like other battle royale games. Players compete against one another in a series of wacky obstacle courses. If you've never played before, it is similar to the shows Wipeout or MXC, but instead of watching, you are in control of a snazzed out living jelly bean. In the end, only one bean can be crowned the winner, so do your best to stay out of the slime and race to the finish line. When you first get into the game, you will be greeted with a screen very similar to this one. Here's where you can see useful data all at a glance about your Fall Guys account. Let's start in the top left with your crown rank. Your crown rank is a measurement of how many crowns you have earned the entire time you have played Fall Guys. Crowns can be earned by winning shows, completing the season Fame Pass, and sometimes through other means like Amazon rewards. There are 50 levels in total of your crown rank. Now they start off easy to learn, but to get to rank 50 and unlock the exclusive Golden Knight skin, you will need to earn a whopping 3,039 crowns. So if that's something you want to get, you're going to need to get grinding on that because it is going to take you quite a while. Next up, we have the currencies of Fall Guys. There are 3 types of currency in the game: kudos, crowns, and fame. Kudos are primarily earned through competing in shows, but can also be earned through the Fame Pass and Amazon rewards. Kudos are also the only currency that can be purchased with real money in the game. But don't worry, there is no advantage for having kudos and there is no play to win element. It is used to purchase some, but not all of the items in the store. We've already covered many of the ways you can earn crowns, but there is one other method. Each day you have 3 challenges to complete, which can award crown shards. These challenges reset daily, so make sure to get them done when you have time. Once you reach 60 shards, that turns into a crown, and then you can spend these crowns in the store on crown exclusive items. The final currency is fame. This currency is used to level up the Fame Pass, which is the same as a battle pass in other games. Fame is awarded for playing shows and also for completing fame challenges, which show up on the same challenge board as your crown challenges. Earn that fame and unlock the entire Fame Pass for exclusive skins, emotes, and more. Speaking of the Fame Pass, here's a look at the Season 5 Fame Pass. Now I've already completed all the rewards, but this will give you a basic idea of what to expect when you start playing. There are many good rewards on the Fame Pass, including crowns, kudos, skins, emotes, tags, pretty much anything. And the best part is, the Fame Pass is free as of this video, so hopefully it'll stay that way for the future. Here's where you customize your bean. You can change outfits, theatrics, and interface element. Outfits are broken into 5 different components: color, pattern, face, upper, and lower. Now your color is always going to be a mix of 2 different colors, and it applies to different elements on your bean depending on what other things you are wearing. Now there's a wide variety of color combinations, and these can help you craft some good looking skins and also some not so good looking skins. Up next we have patterns. And as you can see, there's a huge variety of patterns and they make your bean look entirely different. Some of them can be as simple as a t-shirt design, while others can be very complex mosaics or even little fake advertisements. Now we have my personal favorite thing to collect, which are the faceplates. At first glance, you might think the faceplate doesn't seem that important, but it definitely goes a long way towards making or breaking your costume. Having the wrong faceplate can make you look kinda dumb. When you get to the uppers and lowers, this is probably what most people would consider traditionally a skin. So when we're looking through the uppers here, you can see these are very complex items, ranging from ice cream cones to crocodiles, french fries, spacemen, pretty much anything you can think of. I'm gonna go with the happy birthday skin here because it does a great job of matching your color and it makes me look pretty cool, I think. Last but certainly not least, we have the lowers. An integral part to any good costume, you need to get your legs, or in my case, a floating cloud, correct to tie the costume together. And there are certainly plenty of options here, so try to pick the right one to really finish off your outfit. Next up in the character customization screen, you will see theatrics. Now this is where you can customize your emotes and celebrations. For emotes, these are going to be 4 button bindable actions that you can do in the game, and they range from taunting your opponent to doing the funky chicken, disco dancing, basically anything that you can think of. These are earned through the Fame Pass, and you can also buy them in the store. Celebrations are what are shown at the end of the game if you do win a show. It is sort of considered your victory dance. As you can see, I don't usually spend my kudos or my crowns on them, but they are still a cool thing to have. Finally, we have the interface screen, and this will include banners and nicknames. These are what are shown, when other players are looking at your character in the game, they will see these, and it also appears when you do win at the end of a game. So it is cool to get it customized and make it look good. There's a lot of colorful different banner options, and then when we're talking about nicknames, there's some decent combinations you can make between your name and nickname and banner. The Fall Guys store is where you go to buy new items to customize your bean with. Things that can be bought in this store include colors, patterns, uppers, lowers, and any of the other customization elements we just looked at. Now, as you can see, there's 2 different ways to buy items in the store. You can buy things with crowns, which is a more exclusive sort of purchase that you can only do from winning games and or earning crowns in the Fame Pass. The other way is buying items with kudos, and these items can be bought with real money if you choose, though you do earn a good amount of kudos in the game, so I would caution you against spending too much money on kudos. The controls in Fall Guys are very simple. There actually are only a few buttons that you use. Now on the Nintendo Switch, whether you're using Joy-Cons or a Pro Controller, to jump, you press B. To dive, you press Y. And to grab someone or to grab a tail or something else from somebody, you press ZR, which is your back right trigger. And in addition to jumping, diving, grabbing, as it says here at the bottom, you move with the left stick. You reposition the camera with the right stick, which is very important to keep the camera in a good spot in a lot of levels. And the final thing you can do is you can use the directional pad to use the 4 emotes you assigned in the character customization screen. There are a ton of levels in Fall Guys, so I'm just going to give a brief overview of the 6 different types of levels. Race is the first type of level you generally encounter in a show, and it's exactly what it sounds like. However many beans are remaining, race to the end, and there's only so many spots. Maybe you need to finish in the top 42, and if you do, you move on to the next round. For survival levels, all you need to do is not fall in the slime. Now that may sound easy, but it's typically a little harder than that. There will be obstacles and some sparring with other beans most of the time. If you fall in the slime, then your run is finished. Hunt levels have you compete against other beans for some sort of limited resource. That may be holding on to an object or popping bubbles to score points. In the end, you have to outcompete your competitor to move on from this type of level. Logic levels are the brains of the operation, and these levels you'll have to remember certain patterns to complete objectives. If you remember the patterns correctly, then you will move on. Team is certainly the most controversial of the different game modes. I know some people love it and others hate it. In this mode, you work together as a team to complete certain objectives and score points. Now this may be a small game of soccer or basketball, and other times you'll need to do things like push around a snowball to make it larger. If your team comes out on top, you move on to the next round. The final level type is where we crown our winner. In this game mode, you compete against 12 or less other beans to win the crown. Now this may be something as simple as running to the crown and grabbing it, or you may need to stay alive in some survival-based map and outplay your opponents to win. Now it's time to jump in and play a game. From your home screen, go to the show selector and select which shows you're interested in playing. You need to select each one, but you can leave it open to chance and select as many as you want. Whichever mode pops up first, that's the mode you'll fall into. Press play, and you will be dropped into a game in no time. In main show, it's you against the world. You have to outcompete the other 59 beans if you want to win the crown. The last bean standing in the finals earns that crown. Now along the way, if you don't quite make it, you're going to be hit with an elimination and your run will be over. You will need to start again, but don't worry, you'll still get some kudos to spend at the store. There are many rotating game modes that come in and out of play for certain time frames, but there is always one other consistent game mode, that is squads. Squads can range from 4 to 2 people. When you're playing in squads, the objective is a little bit different. You aren't completely on your own, and your team works together to accumulate points. So the quicker you finish a race or the longer you stay up in a survival round, the more points your team gets. Once you get to the final, you all work together, and if you win, you will all be crowned the winners. Now the main difference here is you don't get a full crown for yourself, you only get crown shards, but it's a good way to kind of take some of the pressure off yourself while still working towards those crowns. After the show is complete, you'll be taken to the summary screen, which will give you a good understanding of how you did by earning certain medals in different rounds, what challenges you completed, and the rewards you obtained. Now for my favorite thing in Fall Guys. Head to the show selector and use your right trigger to toggle over to custom shows. From there, you can either host or join a custom show. This mode allows you to play with between 4 and 60 of your closest or not so close friends. It's a great way to interact with streamers and participate with your viewers at the same time. This is what I currently love to host on YouTube, is live custom games. So if you've enjoyed the tutorial and you want to hang out some more, definitely come by sometime when I'm live streaming and you can join us for a game or two. It's a really fun time and it definitely ups the level of competition when you play in a custom game. So I look forward to seeing you there, and we will have a great time.